Hey people, what's going on? It's your boy AMG Dens, round 5 of the Mercedes-AMG Motorsport Virtual Championship. Looking forward to racing today. It's going to be really interesting. Got Daniel Morad, real life GT3 Mercedes-AMG factory driver amongst the pack, and some awesome guys there as well. Lucas Hoflicher, currently P1, this amazing pace throughout the entire championship, man. He's always quick. And yeah, big shout out as well to Pascal. Big shout out to who else do we usually chat to? Callum Lux as well. Hopefully he turns up for the start. But yeah, big shout out to everyone as always. And yeah, big shout out to you guys watching. So thank you so much, 60 man. Appreciate it, my guy. Hope you're keeping well. Let us know how you're keeping, bro. And also big shout out to Lucas Hoflicher as well. The GOAT, the main man, the guy, the only guy in our lobby that can be a professional racing driver. Just shows you how quick he is. So we'll go out there, we'll do some laps. Let's make sure everything's working. Let me know if the levels are all good as well, guys. If you can hear everything. Eric's supposed to, yeah, there he is. $14 cars in the grid so far, and I think there's a couple more people that are supposed to be joining. I'm doing all well, thank you, 60 man. How you doing, brother? Hope you're keeping well, and thank you so much for tuning in, man. It's always great to see you. Puts a huge smile on my face whenever I see you in these live streams with us, man. So appreciate you a lot. And vocal, great car, low. Okay. I'll adjust the volume for the car in just a moment, my guy. Give me 2 seconds. Bro, you're still being a professional GT3 driver, man, which in itself is crazy. Like, there's not many people that can say that. Sebring as well. It's a pretty old school circuit. Lots of heavy braking zones and kind of bits where you have to get the weight transfer spot on, so can be a very tricky technical circuit. This is always the most difficult corner coming up, this kind of blind right-hander underneath the Sunset Bridge. When the tires warm up, you'd go a bit deeper. barrel a load of speed in there. Careful not to understeer there like we just did, or else you lose the lap. Ah, so happy to hear that, 60 man. It's always great. So, what are you up to these days, man? Are you playing anything interesting, or if you got anything we can look forward to on the channel, please let us know. Guys, if you're into gaming, you're into racing, make sure you check out 60's Plays channel. Great guy, always very entertaining, and one of my favorite streamers on the internet. I don't just say that either. Like, really awesome content creator, makes great videos, plays some awesome games. It's always fun to watch his walkthroughs and playthroughs as well. So make sure you check him out. Lost a bit of time there. Probably as late as you want to break there, to be honest. Taking a lot of speed. God, this is bouncing. You can hear the floor scraping across the ground. Bit more patience that time. Hey, you're trying some LMU. Nice, man. You've joined LMU at the right time, bro. I think they released the new ELMS update, the European Le Mans series, as they've got the official license for it. So some more cars, some more track, which is super dope to see. Motorsport games are really doing a good job with this, that whole franchise and the whole kind of software itself on LMU. I think next year as well, they've mentioned that there's going to be a virtual Le Mans. So you're going to see all the big names in sim racing coming together to race on that next year at some point, which is also going to be quite interesting. Keep this one in fourth. Oh. Eric's not had a nice time there. Rain at Silverstone was, oh man, I can imagine. Silverstone's just awesome generally. It's one of my favorite circuits, but especially in the rain, it's going to be super challenging with those sort of cars. Were you driving the LMP2? It's LMP2, right? Alright, got a couple of attempts to find, guys. Let's push. Ooh, very close to track limits there. I know there's a couple of attempts in that final corner as well. We've just got to put it together. Get nice and early crossover here. But man, Silverstone's always awesome, man. I'm so glad that they've added the European Le Mans series as an extension to LMU. It's a lot of great content, and I think that's only half of it. I think there's more that's supposed to come at some point too. Big and early on their gas there. Right, let's push for one more and then we'll fix the audio. Bit too early on the throttle there. Car washed wide with some understeer mid corner. Lost the 10th there as well. See if we can gain a 10th. And that little chicane coming up now. Nice. Nice. Lovely. Lovely. Once the tyres get warmed up, car feels pretty good. How brave can we be here? Alright, P5, we'll take it. If it could be there or thereabouts in the race, that'd be perfect. Alright, let's sort out this audio for you guys. Oh wait, you guys are not getting any audio. How about that, eh? Right, let's rectify that for you guys. You guys can just give me a sound check in the chat. Hope you guys can hear that. Are there any other circuits that could be added to LMU16? What tracks would you like to see? Interesting to get your thoughts. I know obviously with the LMU license it's quite strict. Great sound, perfect man. That's what we love. Great sound is what we love. I had my guitar set up attached to the PC yesterday, I think 2 days ago, so something had become unchecked in one of the settings, so I'm glad to see now it's all working as it should. Tires are so evil. Both are great, perfect man. Let's go through these corners. Face the car, you can lower the car a tad if you want. Nice, I'll bear it in mine 6. Give me a second and I'll fine tune it. thank you as well for helping out with the settings. I really appreciate it. I want the best quality for you guys all the time, so it really helps. And I find iRacing in particular is such a loud game. It's really loud, so yeah, it's always interesting to find the balance between the two. Sunset corner, Sunset Bridge. And just to let you guys know as well, it's 2 races today. They're both 20-minute races, but the next one's going to be in the rain. So if you want to see some potential carnage, make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be off tracks. Ben sounds epic, yeah man. I love this car. It's just, you know, it kind of makes me emotional to think at some point you will retire this chassis and engine combination in the future. But an amazing car, man. It's a 6.3 litre V8, naturally aspirated engine, so there's not many of those on the grid these days. Most of the GT3 cars are turbocharged or some sort of forced induction. Not the Merc, not the Benz. And surprisingly around here, like, it's a really nice car once the tires get up to temp. It's a car you can kind of just place where you want, you can let it roll, you can catch it on the exit. Slight little oversteer twitches like that. All Tobacco knew what they were doing when they released this bad boy for sure. Do you find the Sebring though? You have to have the flow. Definitely have to have the swing. Gotta have the sauce. Speed in there. Tires are still trying to get up to temp, to be fair though. Yo, man, like Trey in the building. What's going on, man? Yes, sir. Keep it well, man. We're in a little session here with Daniel Morad, Mercedes-AMG factory racing driver, professional racing driver. And a couple of aliens as well. Nico Hofflicher, Justin here, and then on top of that, Aiden Meta, all flying. Really tight championship so far, man. Really tight championship. Good luck, good race. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you trying well. Legend. We'll see what we can do, man. Hopefully we can just get a nice, decent result today without any drama. Gotta love the old Sebring Tours. Classic race circuit built on an old airstrip. So it's like really bumpy, really unforgiving. Lap on this one. especially with the gas on that corner. Basically it's just a guest driver, 60. So what's cool about this championship is that Mercedes have like basically wildcat kind of surprise guest drivers that will make an appearance once in a while. So we've had the likes of Daniel Morad, Jada, he's like an Australian GT3 racing driver for Mercedes-AMG. Had the likes of James Baldwin, which you may recognize from Assetto Corsa, world's fastest gamer. And on top of that as well, did so well, I think they gave him a seat in British GT for a season. And then I think very recently he raced at Nürburgring, the GP layout for the GT World Challenge Series. So it was super cool that Merc put together these like guest drivers. You can learn so much from them too. Like Morad, this is like one of his quicker circuits. So if you were to sit and look at one of his laps, man, there's probably stuff that he's doing that I can incorporate into my own driving. And so it's cool. It's like super dope to see Mercedes bridge the gap between sim racing and real life and give us nerds the opportunity to go up against the real guys. And Baldwin, yeah, Baldwin's crazy, man. Like, he's super quick. And it translates to real life too, man. I was watching his vlog at the Nürburgring, and I think he set a time within like the top 15 pro GT3 drivers that do GT3 racing full time. So again, it's just a testament to the skill and talent these guys have, man. And probably the amount of practice and dedication they put into. You wanna be quick, that's what you gotta do, man. Gotta put the time and practice in. There we go. There's that temp I was looking for earlier. ABS kicked in there, I think it did. So, note to self, brake a bit lighter into that corner.
Car stop on the left.
As well. I know I'm wearing a hoodie, but it's that weird time in the UK, man, where it's like super cold unless you've got like energy frying PC like mines, and then it can cook the room up to 30 degrees Celsius. Not quite sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but crazy temperatures. Okay, session is over and time for quali. So if we can get that 58, I'll be fairly happy. All we need to do is get a 58 and do what we can do. It's the main thing. Quick little pit stop here. Right, let's go. No grip. Just warming up my tyres, guys. Okay, we're behind Mr. Morad. It's cool. these tyres. Just worth it in through. Guys in front of me, that's going to give them a bit of space, so I'll back off a bit. Tyres not really anywhere near the grip we need on this first lap anyways. Guys, wish luck.
flag, checkered flag.
Not a bad qualifying session. We are where we need to be. And Daniel Morad P1, Jesus. Everyone was slower though. In practice, everyone was doing 57s. Now we're in the 58s, which is interesting. But yeah, we are where we need to be, which is nice. So yeah, hopefully we can just put it through. Yeah, man, like Trey. Come on, G. Thank you, bro. We're gonna try. We're gonna try, bro. We're gonna try. It's not gonna be an easy race, especially with the competition so high today. But I think we're in a good position. In a fairly good position today, man. So, see how things go. The Indy, thank you so much for following.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Thank you. Really appreciate the Indy. As much love and appreciation to you for following the channel, especially on Twitch, I think. Thank you so much, man. A few people getting in the last minute qualifying laps. So P7, kind of in the middle of the field. We'll just kind of keep ourselves out of trouble and have a clean race. I think a few people are still going around though. Let's have a look. Philippe still going around and he's improved. So it's just Adam Dutton and Philippe. Yeah, looks like we're ready to go in 37 seconds. P7, not bad. Not bad at all. Taking deep breaths, guys, deep breaths. Checking that. But yeah, no, let's just play it cool, have fun. Damn, that time from Daniel Morad though. 58-0. Jesus Christ. This guy's smoking. Be able to grid up any second. We also just need to be very careful with the outlap tires because we nearly died in qualifying. Right, let's grid and go. G&G.
One to go, next time by. Line up on the left side. The estimated strength of field is 3,232. Pit road is closed. It's competitive out there. Head down, stay sharp. 5 cars left to grid.
Thank you so much, 60 man. Appreciate you, my guy. All the love. That's what we can do today.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Yeah, outlap tires are scary now, Trey, man. Like, outlap tires? Oof. Very, very scary. You really cannot push too much or else it's a big spin. Indy just cheered one bit. Oh, thank you so much, Indy. Appreciate you, man. Let's do this, see what we can do.
Everyone's gridded.
Right, I'm on mute, guys, so all you'll hear from now is the car audio. Wish me luck, and let's go.
Catch star 311, car. Get ready, going green. The pace car is off, be ready. Green, green, green. Car on, clear. Right side. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Still there. Clear. No damage, car looks clean. There's an incident behind. Car right. Stay on the left side. Clear. There's an incident ahead.
Yeah, boy. That's it. Yeah, boy. That's it.
P1, just set the fastest lap. 58.219. Just set the fastest lap of the session. Car in P1, just set the fastest lap. 57.912. New fastest lap for you. Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right. To go. Stay sharp. 5-1. Car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 57.819. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Five minutes to go. new fast lap for you. White flag, stay smooth. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left. Just set your fastest lap of the session. Have about 1 lap of fuel left. Alright, there's the checkered flag. Great job, you did really well.
We'll take it, P8, not bad. It will be P7 because Nia, hello Nia, your countryman Daniel Morad is P1. He's a guest driver, so he won't count. But yeah, nice little battle with Callum there. I just want to check lap 1 though for something, because I try and refrain from making any comments and things until you see the actual evidence. Let's go back to us. Clarkson. Race lap 1. It's contact between me and Brandon Benello. I just want to check, is there anything I could have done on my side? Thank you so much, 16. Appreciate you, and thank you as well for the follow on Twitch, my guy. Really appreciate the support, and it's always nice when you guys. Oh, okay. You guys follow in. So yeah. I don't know how the stewards are gonna look at this. It's almost as if Brandon doesn't realize I'm on his left hand side and just turns into me. Maybe he thinks it's clear. But yeah, just definitely nothing intentional from my side. Let's go on board with Brandon's wheel. Let's see what's happening there. Yeah, I don't know how the stewards are going to read this, to be fair. Perhaps I could have gone more to the left, but to me as well, the steering isn't completely straight. It's slightly to the left already, like he's turning into this left-hander, not really accounting for me being on his inside. It'll be interesting to see what the stewards say. Unfortunate that though, because up until that point, it looked like a clean start. Well, let's see. Let's go on the chase. Let's go with my cockpit. Thank you so much, Lucas. Bro, congrats on your P3, man. You're flying out there. Lucas, let me get your opinion on something, bro. Is this my fault? Onboard is me. How would you rate that one, bro? Because yeah, I don't know. Obviously I didn't try to intentionally do anything to the car ahead, but yeah, it looks like he's pulling across the left hand side and there's already overlap. Turns across. They jump start. Yeah, you said you don't know. Fair enough, man. Let me have a look at the start. Let me have a look at the start. Go on board with you so you can see from your perspective. So, yeah, Daniel gets a good start, to be fair, man. I'm not quite sure if it's a jump start, but yeah, just got caught by these guys. We're having to go defensive from Luca on the inside as well. So we send it on the inside. The understeer and then he's screwed. So it's you two fighting for the entire race afterwards. Yeah. Well, I mean, the next race is going to be interesting, man. We've got wet conditions coming up, guys. You don't want to miss that. Save the replay here and go to the... Yo, a man like Callum, man. What's going on, broski? Thank you so much for joining us. And wasn't ready. Daniel just punched it before the green. Damn. So bit of a race anticipation there, but to be fair, with Daniel being a guest driver, I don't think anything will happen to him, to be fair, bro. But yeah, good race. Thank you, Pascal, man. Appreciate it. You were there too, as you can see, top 10. Lovely result, Pascal. Lovely stuff. And Callum, man, good battle out there with you too, bro. I couldn't keep up with you. Just no matter how I tried to defend, I just couldn't really do much. You were too quick. But then I was hoping you would catch like the next set ahead, Luca and Justin, but unfortunately they were just gone. So yeah, man, but awesome racing from everybody. Just a bit misfortunate there with Brandon. I'm just gonna see if there's anything, if I've been told off in the Discord or anything like that. When's the next race? Stay tuned, guys. There's another race coming. It's going to be in the rain, so you'll definitely want to stick around for this. It's going to be live in about 4 minutes, so just give me some time.
Yeah, boy.
Hey.
That's it. Love.
Thank you so much for subscribing as well, Callum, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Let's see. Can I go into Discord? Not really much in the group chat either. That could be good or bad. Get my little Lucasade here. Lots of chat in the group, so that is cool. Let's see. Should be able to join the race server any second. Just give me 1 second, guys. Rain at Sebring. This could be good. This could be not so good. Let's try and make it good. Let's try and make it good. Got 2 more minutes, guys. Just bear with. Hold caller. Yeah, looking good though. Looking good. We picked up some points from championship. Nonetheless, it'll be P7, I think, once Daniel's removed from the results, which is not bad at all. Hey, Indy, man. Thank you as well for the comments, my guy. Sorry I didn't see that sooner. It's right at the beginning of the race, so I was lasered in. But yeah, you guys are more than free to watch on Twitch or on YouTube as well. I love the support from either side. Nia says, we're so ready. Indeed we are, Nia. And shout out to your countryman, Daniel Morad for Canada, P1. You know, you'll have a good career as a professional racing driver. Right, let's see. So we're gonna join the session just now. This is so cool to have Daniel Morad as well, a real life GT3 Mercedes factory driver racing with us. It's crazy. But now let's really see how things are gonna be like, because you know it's gonna be the rainy conditions. You know, you're gonna have to use the wet driving lines as well. So it's really gonna now become about, like, you know, who's one of the coolest drivers in the wet conditions. It's gonna be interesting. Right, we're gonna restart our iRacing. And let's go to, is it leagues? I'm becoming such an old man. Right, 10:30 next month, would you believe it? Session, right, here we go. Let's join the rain session. Let's just get used to driving in the rain. Any second now, it should let us join. A couple of people already signed up. Callum's got a Michael Schumacher helmet as well. It's pretty cool. Nothing gets past me, man. I see everything. And yeah, Lucas as well. It's got a pretty cool helmet. It's probably going to be his esports team's design. About 75% there, guys. Thank you for your patience. So we load the session up. Hey, here we go. You guys can see the screen. Lovely. Right, let's go on circuit.
You're on a dry tyre.
Oh, and go on some wet tyres, because we won't make it out of the pits with those. Let's just wet tires. There we go. Right. Just cut some laps in the rain. Art with this is to just be as light as you can with the brakes and avoid driving on puddles or the drive line. So you always want to kind of be as far away from the apex on the entry and then cut in. But what happens is in the wet conditions, the marbles kind of stay on the racing line, and the rubber, when you add the wet, kind of moisture to them, it becomes really slippery. So you want to basically drive in the middle of the circuit and just be as smooth as possible in the inputs. So again, usually we're parallel, we're alongside the orange cone on the left hand side. In these conditions you want to be kind of away from that. These conditions as well, the ABS, automatic or anti-locking brake systems can be working overtime. This is not flat. Mine's still well. So it's way earlier than that. There's a puddle somewhere there. So we'll go a bit more to the right. Next lap. You can hear the traction control working over time as well. Avoid curbs as well. Curbs are your worst nightmare in wet conditions. Just want to stay far away from them as possible, or you lose a lot of grip. No, like once the tires warm up, it's not so bad. It's just you have to be very patient with your throttle application. And another thing will be the visibility. The visibility is going to be really poor when you're following another car in the spray. This is a bit of a lift, you can't really take this flat in these conditions. Try a different line next time into that corner, I'm not quite sure that's the quickest. Stay away from that curve there. Looking for a braking point into this corner, so perhaps here. So it's like the second cone. That's like the sweet spot. Can we run the dry line here? Okay, kind of works. Yeah, that works. So you can run a bit wider on the right hand side of the circuit. These 4 temps there. I'm absolutely flying in these conditions though. 2 minutes 17.
Car 311, just left the fastest lap, 17.602. Car 17, just left the fastest lap, 16.295. Flat for you.
Two seconds. See what we can do. Oh, the race director wants drama. The race drama said, come on boys, let's go straight into qualifying, okay. Oh, this was unplanned. This was definitely not what I was expecting, but straight into qualifying we must go. Alright, let's do this. Lucas ahead of us, perfect. Nice and easy at the pits. We can be a bit more aggressive though, we can be a bit more brave.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Ciao.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Got time for one more, not too sure. Couldn't improve. Could not improve. But P7 will take it. Eric just sleeping in there, man. This guy Eric, he's always there. Always sneaking in. Right, we'll just leave that for now. See if Mercedes has put anything about the Champione Championship. Okay, got time to a quick little promotional Instagram post. Get on the grid. Good luck, Lucas, man. Listen, it's been so enjoyable to race with you, my guy. You've been in a completely
Line up on the
different
right
postcode.
side. Pit road is closed. No sign of this rain
Been such a
stopping.
superlative driver this season, man. So
You're on a wet tyre.
it's been awesome to race with you, and I know you'll do really well in this race,
The
man. Go get 'em.
estimated SOF is 3,232. Let's take opportunities.
We'll try, Mr. It's Mr. Engineer. Won't be so easy. It will not be so easy in these sort of conditions. That I can guarantee you.
Five cars left to grid.
Just about finished this post before the yeah, there we go. Posted. Right. Thank you so much, 60. Thank you so much, Lucas. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna need it in these sort of tricky wet conditions, especially with the spray. It's quite tricky. I feel as well like our force feedback's a bit light for these sort of conditions, but we'll leave the force feedback as it is. Wouldn't be prudent to mess around with that at this stage.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
Talking about water, let's drink some.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Well, stay hydrated.
Everyone's gridded. Jetstar 300, east 8, car. Jetstar 300, east 8, car. Jetstar 300, east 8, car.
Eric's really going for it, you know, with the tire warning.
About to go green. Stay
Push us up,
focused.
guys, let's go.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear, car on your left. Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Still there. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Still there. Keep to the right. clear. Ahead. Go right. Right side. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right. fastest lap, 15.213. Go right. Fastest lap of the session. To go. Stay sharp. Still there, hold your line. Clear, there's an infinite ahead, car stop on the left. Go right, car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left. Did a 16.092. To go. Left to you. Got a slow car on the left. Go right. You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty. You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. There's an incident behind. There's the flag. It's over. Nice run. Solid work.
We'll take it. P9, so it will be P8 when Daniel Morad is removed as the guest driver. I'll take it. We weren't too quick today. A bit underwhelmed generally with our pace. However, the good news is we get to stay in Division 2, and besides Philippe and Brandon and Callum, we getting some decent points today. So all in all, we can't be too disappointed. But yeah, in the rain, clearly we was much slower than these guys. Much slower than these guys. Like, it's embarrassing how slow we were compared to them, man. Like, they were just in a different league. I don't know how. We're gonna save the replay and definitely make sure we do some analysis offline so we can learn, we can go quicker in the rain in the future. But yeah, just big shout out to everybody, man. Big shout out to Lucas. So bro, that's gonna be a win for you, because as I mentioned before, Daniel Morad doesn't actually count towards the result since he's a guest driver. And yeah, all in all, we just drove our own race, tried to avoid, you know, any contact with anybody. Just try and keep it clean, keep it on the circuit. No mistakes, no offs, no spins, just consistent racing. So all in all, I'm fairly okay with today's result. You know, I'll take it, but we definitely need to push on for the last 2 tracks that we've got coming up in the next fortnight and a month's time. So guys, make sure you're here for in 2 weeks time. We're here at Circuit de Navarra for the next round of the Mercedes-AMG Championship. And a big shout out to Lucas, man. Such a well-driven guy throughout the entire season, man. I know he's going to do quite well in Division 1. And a big shout out to all the winners, Philippe, Justin, all the guys. They did really well today, so gotta shout them out, man. But yeah, on that note, thank you so much as well, Nia. Thank you so much, Sixty. Thank you so much, Lucas. Thank you so much, Pascal. Big shout out to Indy for subscribing and joining us as well. Thank you. Big shout out to Trey. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon next time for the AMG Mercedes Virtual Championship. Until then, it's been your boy AMG Dent. I'm out. Peace.